Well, what's the reaction been like to Daredevil since it launched?
I mean, it's been amazing actually. I've been really bowled over by the positive feedback. People seem to really enjoy the show, and I think people feel like the fans feel like it's true to the source material, both in terms of the story, but also tonally and thematically. And I also I don't know, because Netflix obviously don't release their figures, but it feels like a lot of people who maybe didn't grow up on comic books or superhero movies can enjoy appreciate the crime drama aspect of the show and not be put off by the superhero element.
It's quite a lot darker than other Marvel films and TV series.
Yeah.
Do you think that's taken some people by surprise?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a bold move as well, because obviously one of the key demographics for a superhero show is children. You know, they will go and see those movies over and over again, and young teenagers, and obviously by potentially alienating them because it's slightly older and parents might not want their young children to watch it, and nor should they. It's from a business standpoint, it's probably quite a risky move. But I think the older the fans who have grown up on Daredevil, who were kids when in the 60s and 70s when it first came out, and now in their 50s, 60s, or 40s, 50s, 60s, they perhaps will enjoy this show that much more because they feel like it's geared towards them.
It's awesome news that it's been officially recommissioned for season 2,
Yeah.
but with new showrunners.
Yes.
How do you think that will affect things?
Well, but both Marco and Doug, who are
Yeah.
the new showrunners, they were writers on the previous series, so they're obviously very close with Stephen Denied, and they're very aware of the tone that the show lives in, and the direction in which Marvel and Netflix probably want it to go. I have no idea really. I mean, I know them both. I really like them. I really like their writing. So I'm very, very exciting. Obviously, it's sad to lose Stephen. Stephen undoubtedly brings a darkness that at times pushes boundaries, and hopefully we can continue to be that brave.
Did you know when you were shooting season 1 that he'd be stepping down as
No,
showrunner? You didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
When did you find out?
Well, I didn't know that there was. I didn't even know whether season two was a possibility, because obviously Marvel and Netflix have this collaboration that involves other shows as well. They're currently shooting Jessica Jones. They've got Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and then the Defenders to do. So I knew I'd be doing that, but I didn't know whether they were ever going to try and fit in Daredevil 2, and I certainly didn't imagine it had to happen before Defenders. So that's all been a surprise. So, and I completely understand. Stephen's probably got other commitments, so it's about embracing this change and thriving on the new blood, and I'm very optimistic that we'll be able to maintain the quality that people seem to have been pleased with.
As you say, like, the plan is for the leads of all 4 of the new Marvel series to link up in this mini-series at the end.
Yeah.
But do you think there could be crossovers before then?
Well, I know that Luke Cage exists in Jessica Jones. I know that he's in the Jessica Jones show. I'm not, as of yet. They're still filming. I don't know if I'll be asked to come. I don't imagine so. I think because we've got the Defenders, I think the idea is to see each of these characters in their own world, as if like existing autonomously outside of that, of the other superheroes. So in Daredevil, for example, there is mention of other characters, not by name but by description, and so we're very much kind of acknowledging that it's all connected and that these characters exist in this world. But there's a feeling that it's not commonplace. It's not every day, and there's still a kind of an excitement and a fear and a kind of confusion around someone with superpowers. Sorry. So I don't know, but maybe. But I imagine the major collaboration will happen in the Defenders.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to ask is, one of the most fascinating aspects of season 1 has been Matt's relationship with Claire,
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson's
Yeah.
character. Do you know if she'll feeture more heavily in season 2?
I don't know. I mean, Rosario Dawson is pretty sought after, so they'll have to pin her down pretty quickly, I imagine. I hope so. I mean, obviously the way that the series ended, that was definitely left as a possibility. I have no idea. My great hope is that she will come back, because I think she's brilliant, and I love that dynamic. But there's also the Karen Page Matt Murdock dynamic to explore, which I'm hoping that will feature heavily in series 2.